Hello and welcome to Newsroom series today as we focus on the southwest region of the country. But first, our top stories. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us. We begin with politics. Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party have appointed former Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki to chair a 7-member reconciliation committee. The party explained that the initiative aims to amend internal rifts and address grievances following recent defections that have challenged the PDP's unity. Chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, Governor Bola Mohammed, disclosed this decision after a meeting attended by PDP governors, key party leaders, including members of the Board of Trustees and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. The meeting convened to strategize for the upcoming PDP National Executive Committee meeting scheduled for May 27th, and the National Convention slated for late August saw participation from 7 serving governors and numerous former governors. The PDP Board of Trustees is continuing its deliberations at the party's National Secretariat. The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Osun has charged innovators, tech entrepreneurs, ecosystem builders to come out with innovative smart technology towards solving the agriculture and food security challenges facing the country. He made the call in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, during a roundtable engagement with members of innovation and startups of the Ogun State tech community. He says that the development of information, communication, technology and ecosystem remains the sure way of reviving the nation's economy for growth and development.
The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Osun Tijani, begins his one-day working visit to Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, with a nostalgic stop at his alma mater, Anglican High School. Accompanied by the Ogun State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, the minister is warmly received by the school's management and excited students. Visibly delighted to be back, Dr. Tijani interacts freely with the students, sharing light-hearted moments and even dancing, reliving memories from his school days. In an address to the students, the minister notes the importance of self-discipline and hard work. He also announces a fellowship program awarding 100,000 naira each, along with school uniforms and laptops, to 3 top-performing students from Junior Secondary 1 to Senior Secondary 2. Dr. Tijani uses the visit to reinforce the federal government's commitment to the digital economy, describing it as a key driver of innovation and sustainable development.
The hope is that these people, as they grow, they will become those that will build the technology that we need in this country, but also for the rest of the world as well. That's something we've also done. We're also announcing before the end of the month, as part of the president's 2nd year in office, a code club where we're going into schools and we're going to be setting up code clubs across the country.
Following his school visit, the minister holds a closed-door roundtable with tech entrepreneurs, ecosystem builders and innovators at metro residences. The meeting is aimed at understanding the specific challenges facing the local tech space while calling for innovative, smart technology solutions to address food security and other national issues.
The challenge is if we don't introduce, like we've done in banking, technology, like we're doing in education, technology, if we don't introduce technology into agriculture, we won't be able to cultivate and produce enough food to feed our people. And even if we manage to, our food will be extremely expensive, such that it will only make sense that we import.
President of the Ogun State Tech Community, Adekunle Durosimi, appeals for stronger collaboration with government to advance the country's tech ecosystem and innovation capacity.
Ogote community urgently need your support, sir. We need a fully functioning innovation park in Ogun State, and importantly, a dedicated innovation park to nurture and grow even more startups.
The roundtable also brings attention to policy gaps, infrastructure deficits, and funding constraints that continue to hamper the growth of startups and innovation hubs across the country.
To security, the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde, has lauded the Nigeria police for their efforts in keeping peace in the state and the country. He stated this while receiving the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 2, comprising Oyo and Osun State's AIG Fred Ikokotu, who paid him a courtesy visit at the governor's office in Ibadan. Governor Makinde stated that Oyo State has always been lucky to have committed service commanders and policemen who work round the clock to maintain security. Our correspondent Bukola Rio reports.
The Governor Seyi Makinde.
The Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde hosts the new AIG in charge of Zone 11, Fred Ikokotu, and his entourage led by the Oyo State Police Commissioner, Johnson Adenola. The brief visit aims to reassure the government and police of mutual support and respect in the interest of peace and sustained growth. Governor Makinde says his administration will continue to prioritize the security of lives and property and support the police to maintain peaceful coexistence in the Oyo-Osun boundary axis while a resolution is being sought on the boundary dispute between the two states.
In an atmosphere of insecurity, nothing, absolutely nothing can be achieved. Security is so foundational, as the foundation for us to put any other thing on. So please, me, I don't do protocol. I don't do anything. If there are issues, just call me. And I will also check with the Deputy Governor, because they visited the place also, himself and the Deputy Governor of Osun. But we want people before the state creation, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll call our people to order and ensure that we do our own bit for peace to reign in that axis.
The support includes a promise to provide 2 Mitsubishi trucks and a Kia Rio car equipped with communication gadgets. The new AIG appreciates the government's support so far, making his own promises to secure the two states under his jurisdiction.
Pending the result of the boundary commission, nobody can determine who is the owner of the land. Me as a police officer, I don't know the boundary between Osun and Oyo. It's only those who carved Oyo, Osun out of Oyo knows where the boundary is. So we should be calm and wait for the result of the boundary commission. So I continue to appeal to our people here to talk to our people. If you are deaf, you cannot come and claim land again. It's the living alone who can talk about land. So life is very important, and I pray they will hear, so that they will seize this. There's no need where Osun and Oyo to be fighting. Because for me, I don't see any difference between Oyo and Osun.
Meanwhile, the Oyo State Police Command is assisting families of some of its slain colleagues to have some stability following the loss of their breadwinners.
To the families of our fallen heroes, I extend our sincere condolences. We acknowledge the immense challenges, including financial burdens that come with sudden loss of the family breadwinner. While no amount can fully compensate your loss, we stand in solidarity with you during this difficult time. It is our hope that the checks being presented today will provide some relief and support to you. We pray that they bring some comfort, particularly in this trying moment.
5 families were given checks in the first phase, with more support expected for other families in the months ahead. Bukola Rio, Channel Television News.
Grievous parents of the just concluded All Progressives Congress local government and local council development area primary elections have kicked against the third-term bid of Princess Bolanle Bada, who is the current chairman of Ikosi Shari local government area of Lagos. Some of the aspirants say it's unconstitutional to allow her contest for the upcoming local government election. They're calling on the leadership of the APC as well as the Governor's Advisory Council to look into the matter for the interests of the party.
We, the undersigned, concerned chairmanship aspirant and dedicated stakeholder of the All Progressive Congress APC in the Senatorial SDA, respectfully submit this petition to express our deep concern regarding the eligibility of Princess Bolanle Sami Agbada to contest in the forthcoming local government elections. Our collective position is rooted in the defense of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the promotion of internal party democracy, and the upholding of fairness, justice, and equity within the APC. Background. Following the unfortunate demise of Alhaji Fatai Oyesanya, Princess Bolanle Sami Agbada assumed office as the executive chairman of the SDA. Since then, she has been completed 2 terms in this capacity. We have now been informed of our intent to seek nomination for a 3rd term. Permitting such move will constitute a clear violation of constitutional provision and party-imposed term limit for elected local government officials.
3rd term elongation is an aberration. It's not allowed and it's not acceptable. According to our Constitution, 1999, number 16. We don't want failure anymore in Lagos State. What has happened to our father Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the last election should not repeat itself 2027. That is why we aspirants are out to say clearly that no to Bola Bada. She abused her 2 tenure. Immediately when the boss died, she used 2 years and another 4 years, making 6 years. If we allow another 4 years, it will be 10 years. And people are angry. People are not happy. So for her to be screened is even very wrong. It's an aberration. It's not, it shouldn't be allowed in the first instance. Please, we want the people in authority. APC is a laudable group. It's a well-organized party. And I knew very well that our leaders, both the GAC, the governor of Lagos State, our father Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we do the needful. We want this to stop, and we want proper process to be taking place.
What we are saying is that there shouldn't be tenure elongation. We know there's an example in Agbado Okeodo, and I can tell you categorically, the stakeholders took a stand, and they insisted that 3rd term is an aberration. And I can tell you that APC is a party that upholds the rule of law. So I know that our principal, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he will not want what happened in 2023 to happen again. And we don't even want to see something similar to it in this 2025. We don't want APC to conduct any form of illegality.
Some more politics, this time in Osun State, where youth and women from various localities are amplifying their voices for the leadership of the APC to allocate the party's governorship ticket to a candidate from Osun West Senatorial District. The people who converged under the aegis of Coalition of Osun APC Interest Group embarked on the peaceful rally after their monthly meeting and moved across different areas in the state capital, terminating the procession at the APC State Secretariat. They vowed not to back down until the APC leadership at the state and national level yield to their demand, which, as they say, is sacrosanct for justice and equity.
The marginalization of Osun West played a significant role in our past electoral defeat in the state. Granting Osun West the gubernatorial ticket is not merely about political redistribution, it is about recognizing the district's untiring commitment to the advancement of APC's visions and values. Our diligence and sustained advocacy will not waver until fairness and representation are actualized. Our appeal today is directed at our esteemed President, His Excellency Bola Tinubu and Chief Adebisi Akonde, who are not the leaders but the father figures to the APC members.
We are pleading with our leaders to please look on our side. That what we are saying is we should soon the gubernatorial ticket to Osun West. That's what we are saying. And we, the youth, have mobilized ourselves in thousands. We are, at least we are a number of 25,000 members. So we are pleading with the President, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to please, with the youth of Osun, we have mobilized ourselves and we are ready to support the APC gubernatorial candidate.
Welcome back. The Ekiti State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Collaboration with the federal government is rounding off a one-week training for livestock farmers under the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project, LPRESS. It's part of a nationwide effort to boost productivity through technology and innovation.
In a bid to strengthen livestock farming and enhance food security, the Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Project, known as LPRESS, is close to rounding off a one-week intensive training in Ekiti State.
All of us achieve what needed to be achieved, and in Ekiti State, we move LPRESS forward.
Over 150 accredited participants, including members of the Project Implementation Unit, representatives from various ministries, departments and agencies, as well as members of the academia, are taking part in the program. The training, which focuses on productivity and technology adoption survey and analysis, is designed to promote modern, tech-driven agricultural practices that will ultimately strengthen food systems across the state.
At the end of this program, we're expecting all the participants, all the Ekiti State, majority of the farmers, to know about how to manage the livestock product, especially how to equip themselves when coming to the issue of rounding animals like a goat, like a piggery, and the rearings of pigs.
Facilitators say the project will not only support farmers with practical knowledge, but also equip them for better decision-making and productivity.
LPRESS, we all know what has been the issue with livestock, and we know what is even happening presently. And the need for us to look at the evolving new technology, how are we going to adopt it, how are we even going to collect information in terms of data that will help us to be able to monitor, to be able to see the effect of what we are doing, and also to enable us to take action. Because we recognize that LPRESS is trying to form a kind of network so that all of us can work together with different groups, with different cooperative society, and establishing network.
For participants like Omoni Olushola, the training is already proving valuable.
This training, we are looking forward to learn more about how to deal with the record keeping and other things relating to agriculture, especially animal production. We want to learn more, we want to adopt new technologies as an extension so we can extend it to our farmers over there. And I think with that, there will be new development in Ekiti, and Ekiti will be proud of our productivities.
LPRESS is a World Bank-supported project being implemented in 20 states across Nigeria in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, working to transform the livestock sector one state at a time.
And now to health. The medical experts have called for an intensified public awareness to address persistent misconception about lupus. That's a chronic autoimmune disease. At the World Lupus Day 2025 event in Lagos, specialists underscored the urgent need to improve public understanding, noting that widespread misinformation often results in delayed diagnosis and inadequate disease management.
Lupus is a disease that occurs when the body's immune system attacks its own tissues and organs. Inflammation caused by lupus can affect many different body systems, including joints, skin, kidneys, blood cells, brain, heart, and lungs. Medical professionals, the Lupus Remedies Global Support Foundation, and survivors of lupus converged on the LCCI Conference Center to raise awareness about the disease. The concerned group highlight the financial challenges patients face in managing the condition.
Lupus is a disease that needs to be focused on because lupus is leading to many other diseases. It leads to paralysis. There was a time I couldn't walk, I couldn't even do anything. And it leads to kidney issues. One of the last organs the lupus picks is the kidney. So when you see renal failure, please let us have the health sectors check the foundation.
Parents who have children dealing with the disease and other patients share their story and also seek more assistance from the government.
The journey started when she was 4 years plus. So it started from a joint pain. Later, she started having swollen body and feet. Later, she was at the hospital, in and out. We were in and out of hospital before she was diagnosed last year, May. We just plead that whatever the government is doing to find the cure, they should hasten it and help us, please. Lupus is not something friendly at all. It's more like a death sentence.
Lupus for me in the last 9 years has been a journey of strength. I had to make myself strong. I was somebody that I didn't used to fall sick, that could not even take medications. If I had to swallow paracetamol, I would break it into 4 pieces before I could swallow it. But I went from that to taking like 12 medications in a day, having to take them every day, having to go to the hospital to see my doctors and doing tests.
Medical experts emphasize the importance of collaborative efforts in raising awareness about the symptoms, risk factors, and treatment options associated with lupus.
It's within the body. It's not anything spread by an infection, But there are a lot of misconception in the community that maybe this was some infection that the person is carrying, and that's not true. So if there's any discrimination at all, that discrimination is based on ignorance. And that's why such programs as we have now is important, because they need education.
What causes this, we don't really know. But it's been documented that it is more common in girls. It is more common in girls because they have high level of estrogen, and estrogen could trigger the immune system to start to, overreact. Let me just use a layman's language, and that is one of the reasons. Then it's been observed that it runs in some families.
The awareness is important because symptoms of lupus mimic symptoms of common medical conditions like malaria, typhoid, infection. So the awareness is quite key, because a lot of our patients, by the time they present to us, they already had organ failure, organ damage, because it was not detected on time. They were being managed for something else that is not lupus.
The message for this year's World Lupus Day, Unseen Battle, Unbreakable Soul, calls for renewed awareness aimed at fostering better understanding and support for individuals affected by lupus.
The Renewed Hope initiative can only achieve its purpose of a prosperous Nigeria if the grassroots feel its impact. This formed the crux of discussions of leaders of the APC in Oyo State as they continue to engage residents on the need to be patient and support President Tinubu in his quest for a greater Nigeria. They made the call at a town hall meeting and empowerment initiative in Oyo State, where 400 people were empowered with various tools to startups to scale up the federal government's efforts for economic growth in grassroots areas.
It's the turn of the people of Shaki West local government area of Oyo State to benefit from the Renewed Hope initiative, a social intervention program of the federal government. The member representing the constituency in the Oyo State House of Assembly, Rahim Shitu, believes it's time to complement federal and state government social intervention efforts. This comes after careful consideration of the needs of the people, which had been made known in previous engagements, with over 400 people getting empowered to do various businesses under this initiative.
In the last 1 year, I have facilitated over 160 employment opportunities across agencies. Subeb as primary school teacher, Tescom secondary school teachers, I distributed package to over 1,500 constituents to caution the effect of fuel subsidy removal. I sponsored 250 JAM scholarships, including free computer training to prepare the students. I have helped 20 small and medium enterprises register with Corporate Affairs Commission and assisted them in applying for grants through the Bank of Industry, aligned with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Renewed Hope agenda.
Some of the beneficiaries expressed their gratitude for being factored into the empowerment program.
Very happy that I'm here for the program Honorable Shitu Ibrahim is holding here in our town hall.
I appreciate Honorable Shitu Ibrahim for recognizing the student union and giving them the chance to participate in this empowerment.
Some of the party leaders present, led by the senator representing Oyo North, Fatai Buhari, asked Nigerians to be more patient with President Tinubu's administration, expressing confidence that they will not regret doing so.
All the activities in agriculture and all activities in the way the Renew Hope agenda and the money goes to all other areas. And then the most important thing, that's one of the reasons why we are having problem in a place like Oyo. By the time the governors of all the 36 states are implementing what they are getting from the federal government, people will not feel much pain and the impact will be effective in the country.
So that people don't know that they have to be patient. The Oyibo people say you cannot eat omelette without breaking an egg. So we have to pass through some hardship to get to where we are. So it's serving.
More initiatives like this are expected to continue across rural areas to empower people with initiatives that promote sustainable livelihoods, peace, and stability.
That's it on Newsroom series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.